Greetings, YouTube. I want to start off this video by throwing some flowers Kabam's way, because if there's one thing that I'm really glad they've done in the past couple years, it's slow down the growth chance of 6-stars. I think one of the mistakes they made, and maybe I'm giving them too much credit, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one, is that they have learned from the previous mistake. If you were not playing the game a few years ago, the best you could do was rank 4 5-stars. So your 5-stars were maybe somewhere in the PI between around 8,000 or 9,000, even with full suicide masteries taken into account. The same time period that Kabam announced for the first time ever we were going to get to see some tier 5 basic catalyst fragments. Because keep in mind, for years we had everything else. Tier 4 class catalyst fragments, tier 4 class catalysts, Tier 1 alphas, and even Tier 2 alphas, though that was the main draw of taking a 5-star to rank 4 with the good old, not Abyss, but of course Labyrinth. But anyhow, the same time that they announced that they were going to give us a chance to finally max rank our 5-stars, they announced that they were going to introduce 6-stars. And you had all of these fantastic players, including some really incredible YouTubers, who heard that announcement and immediately said, I am done. I am not going to play this game anymore. I am not going to restart the hunt for 6-stars. I am out. Now, I did say in a video during that point years ago on this channel that my observation of 6-stars was pretty lukewarm, and I still think years later 6-stars are overhyped. It is so rare still to get 6-star sig stones and especially 6-star awakening gems that it is, hundreds if not thousands of dollars easier to max rank a 5-star and take them to sig 200 than it is to take a 6-star to rank 2 or especially rank 3 or awaken them and put 6 stones into them. Consequently, there hopefully will not be a discussion of 7-stars in the contest for at least another 3 years. Now, I've talked to a couple of friends that I really trust at the top of the food chain of MCFC, and they say, Prof, in order to keep me interested, I'm going to need to hear about 7-stars or at least rank 5 6-stars in the next 2 years. So, I don't know. I don't know what the balance of that is. We could spend an entire 5 minutes on a video discussing when, if ever, we should see 7-stars in this game. But for the moment, we know we've got the rank 3 materials, and then most importantly, after the spring cleaning event, the rank 4 materials. Now we've seen tier 6 basics and tier 3 alphas, and I know some of the in-game players have purchased their tier 3 alpha catalyst fragments. What's fascinating is, starting out, at least on some of these profiles that I've been sent over for screenshots, they actually are limiting 2 in your account, which is fascinating because you could max out your limit and still be 1 short of what it takes for a 6-star to go to rank 3. Rank 4. But here's what's interesting about this. I ran into this problem last night for the first time. It is the biggest first world problem ever. Because since 7-stars don't exist, and I cannot emphasize this enough, I do not want them to exist anytime soon. That is not the purpose of this video. Since they don't exist, when you land on somebody that's sig 200, and it takes so much money and so much time and so many resources to take a 6-star to sig 200 in 2021, you get nothing but ISO. It becomes worse. Like, I would have had a much better experience on the growth of my channel landing on a 6-star Groot, landing on a 6-star Joe Fixit or Iron Package. You name it. The most memed champions would have been better for my roster than landing on Doom. And so many summoners are still fully exploring the Abyss in order to get Dr. Doom. And so I really wish I could just send this guy to so many people, but of course I can't. So I am not here to say that the solution should be to put 7-star shards into these max sig ability 6-star crystals, because that's not a good solution. There are 2 solutions I see that are really easy that will be perfect for the excitement of achieving a sig 200 6-star champion, which is quite the accomplishment in MCLC. The first is just to make the 5-star max sig crystal way better. I think if you land on a max sig 6-star and you get 6-star shards, it should be a minimum of 1,000 6-star shards, or 10% of a 6-star crystal. And you might say, oh, that'll break the game because the whales will just form 6-star after 6-star after 6-star, where the people at the very top, they're going to be spending thousands anyway. So I don't think it's really going to break the game that much. If you want to compromise, I think it should be worth immediately double what it is now, from 275 6-star shards to 550. But the other thing is, 6-star Immortal Iron Fist is not a great champion. He is not going to break the game. He is not a Dr. Doom. And so I think the drop rates to get him should be like 10%. I think it should be 1 out of 10 of those, or excuse me, 10 out of 100 of those, or 1 out of 10. You get Immortal Iron Fist. I also think that the drop rates for 5-star Awakening gems should be at least 5%. And maybe you want to flip them. Maybe you think the 5-star Awakening gem should be 10% and Immortal Iron Fist should be 5%. But right now, they're like 0.01 and 0.05% respectively, based off of the data that has been submitted on this channel. All I know is that there has to be a simple, easy solution without ever bringing up 7-star shards into discussion. And kabam, while we're at it, since it's now in the meta of the game, it is also time to show us a purchasable, and hopefully that will be the conversation soon, 6-star Unstoppable Colossus. And, oh, by the way, he should also have some of the same buffs that Colossus had, because he would be a really fun champion to rank up if he went unstoppable and had the same abilities as Colossus. I'm not saying you have to have it exact because you don't want to make Colossus worthless, but at the same time, make this guy more than just a trophy champ, which pretty much he is right now, and we'll go from there. Have a great rest of your day, YouTube. I'd love to see your feedback in this video in the comments below, and have a discussion about the topic, essentially as a forum, in the comments below.